Ask Reddit. What's some juicy gossip you just found out in your personal lives? Cousin's wife finally caught his cheating ass. 3 years he's been playing her for a fool, but she actually knew. She just loves him too much. Heard that the asshole who got me fired got fired because of the email that I sent to the company's VP. Honestly wish I went with filing for a labor case though. Apparently, I'm adopted. Not really sure if the ancestry thing works. I want to find my biological parents. So much stuff is happening. I don't even know anymore lol. My sister is pregnant with her third child. Third guy. The first father, V, is awesome. He has custody of both their child and her second no biological relationship to him. The second baby daddy has apparently been threatening my sister and V after learning of the third child and that V took her in. V and my sister still have a functional platonic relationship at this point, and due to fear of reproach from the second and maybe the third, V has taken both kids, my pregnant sister, and his own so with him out of state to make sure there's no reproach from 2 or 3. V is one of my favorite humans. He treats the second child like his own, despite no longer being in a romantic relationship with my sister since 2010. Dude is as good as they come, in my opinion. This world has too many 2s and 3s and not enough Vs. My friend just dropped out of university to become an escort. He's happier, apparently. That my brother asked my mom for a $1,000 for rent. She gave him $1,400 so he could also pay back a loan. Then he turned around and also asked my dad for $1,000 for rent, which he also gave him. He then turned around and used the money to buy tickets to Burning Man. My parents aren't going to lend out any more money without talking to each other first. I just found out my neighbor has been having an affair with another one of my neighbors and the kids figured it out. I used to see them go jogging sometimes. Nancy Drew and the oh no our parents are fucking. My ex after 1 week of being single started dating this SoundCloud rapper. Now she's pregnant with twins. We're still in our teens. Do his song slap though? Our pastor was having an affair with his cousin's wife. One day while giving a sermon, the cousin storms into church, tackles the pastor and starts to throw haymakers at him. The cousin's wife is trying to pull her husband off the pastor. The pastor's wife quickly figured out what was happening, ran up and clocked the wife from behind, knocking her out. People are trying to separate everyone. Total chaos. I gotta start back going to church. Apparently I'm missing all the good stuff. I'm a teacher, and apparently I don't pay attention to shit. Last year, my vice principal announced that he will be leaving at the end of the year. Let's call him Mr. Bob. I was shocked, as I liked and respected him a lot. It was well known that he was pretty unhappy, and it had been a tough year. I was confused though, because nobody else seemed shocked or upset. At the end of the year, I thought it would be nice to have everyone sign a card for him, but when I took it around, people started giving me these weird looks. Fast forward to halfway through this year, one of our teachers showed up with a change of her last name. It was now Mrs. Bob. I congratulated her and said I didn't even know she was seeing anyone, to which she laughed and said, "You're so bad." I was confused and shook it off. Long story short, I just recently found out that she and Mr. Bob had fallen in love or something and he left his wife for her. He literally divorced his wife on a Thursday and was married by Friday. I had no idea until she mentioned his first name and that they were moving out of the state. Looking back on it, I facepalmed so much. His wife at the time also worked for the district, and at one point I ran into her and expressed how much I would miss working with Mr. Bob. She gave me a weird look and said, "Yeah, well apparently he's been pretty miserable." To which my dumbass responded, well, let's hope he finds what he's looking for. I assumed it was all about his job satisfaction. I'm such an asshole. My work requires everyone in our group have security clearance. It's boring work and the most basic of clearances. Wednesday, a co-worker's desk was completely cleaned out. We were told she lost her clearance and was fired. Weird. Her BFF spilled the beans later. Turns out Sharon had met a man online and they were madly in love. And she cashed out her $401, her life savings and a second mortgage to send to him. She's 67 to number one surprise he's not a real person and it was all a scam. He claimed he was royalty from Nigeria. Work found out when she started borrowing money from co-workers and it made its way to our boss. It's very sad but still. WTF, she was around when the whole Nigerian email scam was around. She should have known better. That my uncle left my auntie for the phone sex line worker he was calling for the last 3 years. Year ago, my family member 26 discovered that his fiancée 29 of 7 years, who he has 2 children with, had been having an affair with his younger brother, who just turned 18. His brother was living in his house rent-free at the time as well. So his fiancée left him for his brother and had a fling with him for a couple months. The younger brother is basically homeless now, jumping from friend to friend to crash at their houses, while working at a job that he makes minimum wage at $7.25, while she is still living under her ex-fiancé's roof. She then decided she wanted to work things out with her ex-fiancé, so they got back together and decided to reconcile the relationship, which left the younger brother furious. Shortly after that, she finds out she is pregnant but does not know which brother is the father. Her fiancé said he would raise the baby as his own even if it was not his. So she decides to keep the baby. This makes the younger brother more furious because she aborted the child before this baby that she knew was the younger brother's. So the younger brother verbally attacks her for aborting that child and keeping this one because there is a chance it is her fiancé's. She is unemployed during this time, so her fiancé is paying for all of the expenses. 9 months later, still unemployed, she has the baby and it ends up being the younger brother's child and they all try to do co-parenting. The baby is 3 months old now and my family member's fiancé left him for his younger brother again. My dad is having an affair. Just found out 30 minutes ago. Mom is devastated, although I had my suspicions. They've been married for 46 years. Dad is 73. My cousin has been together with his wife for 14 years and has had a girlfriend for just as long. Neither of them knew about the other. He got caught because of an image on Facebook. His wife's sister posted a family picture which my cousin was in and got recognized by his girlfriend's sister's acquaintance. He got away with that for 14 years. When an ex and I broke up a little over 4 years ago, it was bad. We were both getting clean and on methadone. The things that were said. November of 17, asked a mutual friend if he and his girlfriend could come stay with me since they were homeless. I'm an idiot. I can't say no. I was homeless for 10 or so years, so I know how bad it can be. When I kicked them out, they had stolen so much from me. I didn't have a lot to begin with. The bitch even stole a bunch of my underwear. I literally just found out about 1 hour ago that she is in jail for possession. Got caught with 40 ounces of liquid heroin. Karma baby, karma. Just found out the other week through the grapevine that 2 of my exes are now together. My friends were coming to me like, hey, didn't you used to date both of them? How did that happen? One of them is very mild-mannered and relaxed and we ended it amicably because we were getting bored. The other one is hot-headed, impulsive, and motivated. That one ended because we both had trouble communicating our grievances in a healthy manner. Given my experience with both of them, I have no idea how they're gonna make it work, but I wish them both luck. Wonder if they bonded over a mutual dislike of you. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and like if you want more. Talking meme.